All right. Now I'm gonna break down this trend, okay? Because it's a trend that I believe is responsible for this myth that there are no good men left, and this trend breaks down relationships to the point where we're gonna need a major reset if things are to change. Now CGA talks about the marriage wheel. When men get married, we get married hoping everything will work, man. We want it to work because we know that we have a lot to lose if it doesn't. Even men that have nothing have heard about these things, but they always think, I'm going to be an exception to the rule. And my brother, I hope you are. Because divorce absolutely decimates men. And you know what? I would wager to say that, yes, it messes women up too, because eventually they stand to gain financially, but they kind of want a man. They kind of want the man around. How many women have you heard get divorces and then they begging for their husbands to come back? Because we out here, we're getting educated. We're not going to be dealing with that crap, but they know their husband will deal with all those shenanigans. Then they start to realizing nobody's going to deal with you. All right, but this is after the fact. Okay. Anyway, this is what happens before marriage. Okay, this is what I like the wheel. I call it the thought box reset. Yeah, this is the thought box reset. Here's the trend. All right. First of all, women start to gain attention and they curve Dexter. Dexter looks lame to women. He's the guy that I was in high school. And I'm not bitter, actually. This made me a better man. It made me want to go do more, be more, right? Women think, oh, you got curved by women, now you bitter. No, it ain't that. It's just I'm doing better now. Why would I be checking for you? We'll get to that. It's the first stage. Women want the hot guy. They want the Chaz. They want the Tyrone. Dexter is out here getting good grades, treating women well, being chivalrous. They don't want that. Oh, they don't want that. Until later. Then they get to busting it open for Chads and Tyrones. Oh, I'm just having fun. I'm living my best life. They're engaging in thottery. Instagram shenanigans. Right? At the prime time that it's time for them to get married and have children, they're engaging in these type of activities, not realizing that the history that you create during this time with Chad and Tyrone, Dexter is looking at that. And I just came up with a name. I don't know why I came up with Dexter. Point Dexter. Right. This is the thottery phase, right? Posting on Instagram, living her best life in bikini and scantily clad photos and all of that. Right? This is your resume you're building here. And then years later, that's all through her 20s. Then years later, when she get close to about 27, 28, she starts to have these epiphany. She gets tired of getting bust down by Chad and Tyrone. Biological clock starts ticking. I want a good quality man now. But at this point, she probably has a little bit of baggage. Because by 27, 28, early 30s, let's be real. By the time they get to 30, they want a good dude. They're not in their prime anymore. They probably have children. And most of us are set in our ways by 30. When they get to that age range, they're not going to change. Their mind is pretty much set on how they're going to be. So for you as a man to try to come in there and get with what she got going on, which, by the way, women should come and get on your program and what you got going on. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be a clash there. It's going to be a clash because she's used to certain experiences. Then the wall hits. Then she starts to realize she has limited options because some women think they'll be fine forever. And make no mistake, single mothers, some of these women are fine. Ones with attitudes, crazy, they be fine. They have options, just not the options they want. And at the time when they're getting a little bit older, men are probably not going to be looking for them. They're going to be looking for younger women. When they get to the wall, they want Dexter. But Dexter not checking for them. Dexter done built up his business. Dexter done been grinding. Why should Dexter choose you over a younger, hotter girl that will be more agreeable? Because I'm going to tell you, a college-educated woman, she may be intelligent, and that's going to be a plus for you as a man. But what's going to happen is she's going to challenge you on everything. She's going to wonder if you're the man that can lead her because she going to think she's smarter than you. Period. That's what happens. That's what causes the clash. That's what this whole feminist movement does. It's no respect of gender roles. And because of it, there's a lot of single women because they have placed themselves in a tier that most of the men that would be qualified are no longer qualified for her. Now, when the wall hits, there's a couple things that happen. And here's because they start to reflect on things that they may have done in this period when they busting it loose and all of that in this thought box reset. Okay, this is when they start trying to be celibate. Oh, I found Christ. This is when they start going to church, wanting to change their lives. I found Christ. I'm wholesome. I have a vagina reset. I am celibate. I have been celibate for 6 months. This is an accomplishment. And this is when you hear that stuff about women saying, "Oh, why he messing with those younger women? You know, why he at the junior college? Shout out to CGA." This is the last stage where they get to the blame, okay? Because they curved Dexter. They was busting it open for Chad and Tyrone. They get tired of getting bust down. That biological clock starts ticking. They start wanting a quality man. They start wanting Dexter. And then the wall hits. And then Dexter not checking for them. They got limited options. And now they want a good man. And then here's where you start to hear the blame. There are no good men left. Where are all the good men? They're mad that men want younger women. Then they want to blame men for everything.